Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we're playing the Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. This one was sent in by Optimus Pine, which I just think is a superb name, by the way. Fantastic name. But yeah, this is Lizardmen versus Tomb Kings, and I think generally Lizardmen have the advantage with their infantry, which is pretty weird. Often they don't, you know, it just doesn't quite work out that way. They're sort of just quite good stats, but not a huge amount of armor piercing, good weapon strength, sort of middling armor. Yeah, they're a weird one. Just very average units. Anything that's sort of specialised in killing infantry will kill them. And that's kind of a problem for them generally. But yeah, I mean, they're sturdy, they're robust, and it does some Temple Guard that are obviously super elite, you know, really good anti-large and really good armor piercing. Very, very handy, very high leadership, which is nice. Also bestilled them with solar engine. This guy. Now, I love this guy, because obviously fire damage and magic damage, great against the Tomb Kings, but also this blinded debuff is just gigantic. It's like an enfeebling foe for 10 seconds every time you hit someone, which is just gigantic. It is beautiful, and that accuracy debuff as well, it means that things like Ushabti with great bows and stuff, they don't hit as often either. So it's really cool unit there, and pretty heavily armoured, so unless he's against the little Tomb Guard with halberds, he can do pretty damn well too, so, you know, nice to have one of those. Also, Crocar! Yay, Crocky G. Whoa, arm to the camera. Anyway, Crocky G here, he's just superb. Great anti-large, and just, he's Crockgar, isn't he? Need I say more? But this is the tricky thing here. Ancient Stegodon, too expensive and too big a target. Ushabti can't miss him. And there's always going to be Ushabti with great weapons in case there's a dinosaur. Not Ushabti with great weapons, Ushabti with great bows in case there's, you know, a dinosaur. And Ancient Stegodons are so expensive. So this is very costly. It's a hell of a gamble. I'll tell you that straight off the bat. This is a massive gamble against the Tomb Kings. Great unit though. Great unit. You know, loads of armor piercing, loads of health, ton of armor. You know, great missile damage as well. You know, loads of poison missile damage, which is really cool. Good support. But yeah, risky. Also here, again, a little bit risky. You expect Skink Chiefs and Skink Priests, so you always bring Carrion against, you know, against the Lizardmen when you're playing as the Tomb King. So Skink Priest to Heavens, though, does have Wind Blast, which will just wipe out a unit of Tomb Guard pretty much instantly. It's wonderful. And Harmonic Convergence just turns any unit into a killing machine. So very great Law of Magic, but I think on foot he's a lot safer in this matchup, which seems counterintuitive. You think in the air he's nice and safe, but no, he will get chased by Carrion the whole time, and it'll be very difficult for him to really get work done. Like these Carrion, there's 3 Carrion here. There are also some Skink Skirmishers in the back as well to harass some things, but these 3 Carrion are going to be more than a match for any Skinks in the air, so that's very sad. There are 2 Tomb Scorpions here. These guys will help the front line immensely. So that advantage that Saurus Warriors tend to have over, you know, all the Tomb Guard and the skeletons and stuff, yeah, the Tomb Scorpion's going to equalise that very, very quickly. Also, the big dinosaurs, those Ushabti, are going to really, really hurt. And Arcan the Black, I think, is a great pick here. Because just Spirit Leech, basically. Just having Spirit Leech, you know, got the extra men that you can summon in with the Tomb Blade. You can get a lot of work done. Fate Abuna, in case there are Tomb Guard. Because healing isn't as common anymore. Because Cold-Blooded doesn't heal up things anymore. So something like a Fate Abuna is much more punishing to the Lizardmen now. So yeah, Arcan's great. So, speeding things up. See the front lines starting to walk towards each other, as is expected with front lines. But straight away, Carrion are chasing. Now, this is rather nice. Ancient Stegodon, really good missile damage. So you can see the Carrion are already suffering a bit just from the darts being shot out at them. But, yep, Skink Priest of Heavens is having to book it. And that is a pity. So, Crockgar starting to move up as well, slightly behind everyone else. But look at the amount of damage the Ancient Stegodon's already taken. Nowhere near the front line, and that's a real pity. But some more missile damage coming in there. Some Skeleton Warriors been summoned straight away, and Hand of the Gods has been used. And just annihilates Arcan the Black there. That was a beautiful hit, and Arcan the Black isn't great at healing himself, so this is wonderful. That is really good. But here's Ancient Stegodon. Harmonic Convergence on him, but he's still stuck here. And here's that Wind Blast. Pretty much wipes out a unit Tomb Guard with halberds. That is superb. Still 70 models, but they are devastated. So that is wonderful. And now the Ancient Stegodon is pushing into the back. Skeleton Spearman, not very expensive target. I think just force past them straight into the Ushabti. You can at least stop the Ushabti from shooting the Ancient Stegodon. But now a Spirit Leech helping finish him off. That is a real pity. And up here, the Skink Priest has been caught out too. So a lot of very, very awful things happening here. For some reason though, the Tomb Scorpions aren't bothering to get in the fight. These guys should be in here fighting the Saurus Warriors. And here, the Temple Guards have actually managed to push through this little gap, and they are getting into the Ushabti great bows, which is fantastic. And, oh, okay, he's aiming for these guys. Yeah, Yeah, Bastildon trying to aim for the carrion. Those debuffs, you know, the blinded debuff, it's not a bad idea, but yeah, it's just no match. No match for all the carrion. It's really sad. So over here, Kroq-Gar has managed to get into this back line. He is trying to help stop these Ushabti. They're getting chased by the Temple Guards. We can see that are spare Tomb Guards and Skeleton Spearmen that can push in and pin down these Temple Guard. And now, Tomb Scorpions are coming in. Tomb Scorpions are finally on their way, and that is a real problem. Because Saurus Warriors are not going to stand up to them. And they do cause terror as well, and Saurus Warriors aren't immune to psychology. So they will suffer a lot from that. So they might have been winning that frontline engagement pretty well, but now the Tomb Scorpion's in there, it's going to be a lot harder. Here is Spirit Leech on Kroq-Gar, great to whittle him down. To use the swiftness of Itzel, which, you know, nice little explosion, it'll bother these guys, but unfortunately the Temple Guard is just stuck fighting this lot, which is a pity, because you really want to get on these units. But it looks like he's just going to go for Arcan, because Arcan is so injured here. And that is a good move. Arcan is so hurt. Because Ushabti with great bows, their leadership is a bit crap, to be honest. You know, if you can actually sort of kill the Lord and then go for them, they'll crumble almost as soon as they're in combat. So here, go for Arcan again. But it's trying to give him the slip. He's got these Ushabti here, he's got the Tomb Scorpion, he's got some mass here to stop Kroq-Gar, and Kroq-Gar is being attacked by these Ushabti, and you can see the Bastilladons being kept busy by these carrion. But wasn't that good? Wasn't that lovely? Hand of the Gods, just superb ability, so good against, you know, quite a flimsy Lord like Arcan the Black. If you can hit him, you do so much damage. I'm pretty sure it does fire damage when it hits, but regardless, it just does so much damage. So someone like Arcan just can't withstand it. So, Kroq-Gar now on his way to these Ushabti, and more shots are being fired. Trying to hit these Ushabti, now the Bastilladon, carrion are off him. But yeah, he's not getting some good hits here, he's not getting a lot of good hits. And here the Tomb Scorpions are coming for Kroq-Gar. So, although the Tomb Scorpions are meant for killing infantry, there are two of them, and they do have, you know, they do have the armor piercing, which will help a lot. So these Ushabti getting hit, that will lower their accuracy, which is nice, and it does do some damage. You know, it will start to whittle them down a bit, but Kroq-Gar is really stuck in here, and that is very, very bad. So he will be doing some great damage to the Tomb Scorpions in kind, but the infantry is going to be what's going to really help. You know, none of this stuff can be allowed to join this fight. It just can't be, and it has to use this advantage. While it's not fighting Tomb Scorpions, it has to get through all these Tomb Guard. So over here, Skink Skirmishers, they've been busy. You know, they've been shooting at some carrion, they've been shooting at these Skeleton Spearmen for quite some time. Another beautiful hit into those Ushabti. And Kroq-Gar is really, really injured here. A lot of damage to one of the Tomb Scorpions. Again, Tomb Scorpions don't have the best leadership either, so one is crumbling. But Kroq-Gar can't deal with two at once, especially with those Ushabti shooting at him too. Which, yeah, they're almost crumbling. And somehow, these Ushabti, having retreated, they're also crumbling. Which is a bit crazy. Mostly thanks to the Lord being dead, I imagine. So that's pretty great. But Kroq-Gar is running away. He's only got 200 health. And these Ushabti are still shooting at him. So are these. They have been snuck up on by these Saurus Warriors, which is nice. These guys still losing their accuracy. And here, they just shot a couple there. They shot a couple and missed, I think. 57 health Kroq-Gar has, which is terrible. So Skink Skirmishers trying to come in there to help. But now the Tomb Scorpions are in here fighting, and that is really, really bad. The Temple Guard, rather, they got chased off and came back. But they are super injured. They are super injured, and there's still some very healthy Tomb Guard in here. It's pretty bad. Tomb Scorpion, not crumbling yet, but close to it. Close to it. The other Tomb Scorpion, though, very, very healthy. And that is a huge problem. Luckily, though, these Ushabti have always had it. These ones are crumbling very rapidly, and these ones are very close to. So that's something, but now the Tomb Scorpions are going to try and get rid of these skirmishers that know they can just, you know, prod and annoy this group for quite some time. Temple Guard having a whale of a time now, you know, fighting all these just completely knackered, crumbling units. Some more Saurus Warriors coming in to back them up, but other Saurus Warriors are getting terrified away by the Tomb Scorpions. That's the thing, that terror, it's pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal. So here you can see these Skink Skirmishers actually running into melee, trying to stop these guys from firing. One unit crumbles, and now they're going to try and go for the next one. So here the Bastildon is actually running up to them. And honestly, just have them shoot. Just have them shoot, have that blinded debuff. It's going to hit those Ushabti, they're going to lose. It's basically like an enfeebling foe. And they don't have the best combat stats anyway, with only 25 melee attack. So it means they'll barely be able to fight back against the Skink Skirmishers that aren't really meant to be in combat either. You know, so just hit them with a blinded debuff. But sadly, the Carrion and the Tomb Scorpion are trying to get onto this Bastilladon. The Bastilladon is jumping onto these Ushabti, but getting closer and closer, the Skink Skirmishers is just going to get terrified. You don't want the Tomb Scorpion near them. So that was a bit of a mistake, I think. You know, those... Yeah, they could have been finished off, those Ushabti. If they got blinded, those Skink Skirmishers could have put more work in. So that's a real pity. Other Skink Skirmishers coming in around the back. And now it's just the Temple Guards in this fight, which is a problem because these Tomb Guards are still pretty healthy. Luckily, they're over here. You can see these Skeleton Spearmen are chasing away these Saurus Warriors. So at this point, I think bring these Saurus Warriors back into this fight. But no, he's going to chase the Skeleton Spearmen, which is sort of strange. I think he's trying to catch them so it bails out these so he can double back and he has more units to fight them with. Maybe that's the plan. But this is important, this engagement right now. You can see here, though, the Ushabti are crumbling. They are crumbling. They are almost out. And over here, these Carrion are trying to chase away the Skink Skirmishers, but the Skink Skirmishers are doing quite a lot of damage in kind. The Carrion are crumbling as well now. And the infantry fight over here seems to be in favour of the Saurus Warriors now. You know, Tomb Guard very, very injured, but sadly the Temple Guards have broken again. But more Saurus Warriors are available, so we need to get these guys in. You know, get them up and around, just get them into these Tomb Guards, so that way the damage is shared between the two units and they won't break so quickly. Here though, Ushabti starting to crumble, almost down, but there's still 5 of them, so they can still get a lot of damage in. So you can see the Bastildons working overtime to try and get on top of them, and the Saurus Warriors are actually going to wheel around to try and intercept as well. Over here, it looks like the Carrion are almost dealt with. More Skink Skirmishers are coming back, so they'll be able to join soon. There we go, crumbling. And yeah, so are these guys. So that's good news. That is very good news. Over here, 1 unit Saurus Warriors did come back, so these guys can all, you know, try and sandwich these Skeleton Spearmen, do as much damage as they can. And it looks like the last of those Great Bows are about to topple. Sadly, these Saurus Warriors have been routed by the Tomb Scorpion, which is a real problem. These Tomb Guard are still going, and you don't want that anti-large. So here, as soon as you get past the Saurus Warriors, just turn around and shoot that Tomb Scorpion. Just hit him with that blinded debuff. You've got to hit him with that blinded debuff as quickly as possible, and the extra missile damage will certainly help. But look at that, terrified away so quickly. So if you try and go too far away, the Tomb Scorpion is quicker than you, so it's gonna catch up, and that's a problem. So here, nice shot, and there's that big debuff. There's that big debuff. At that point, attack it to try and make use of it. But nope, trying to flee. You're letting the Skink Skirmishers run in. So over here you can see the Saurus Warriors are keeping those Skeleton Spearmen busy, but there's still a lot of Spearmen left. Over here, Saurus Warriors now trying to return as well. A load of units charging in to try and sandwich these guys, and there we go. See, just out of the fight, and he's going to start shooting again. And bam, missed them. And did it hit them? Yeah, no. Who did it hit? Oh, it hit them. It hit the Skink Skirmishers with the debuff. Oh, great. Oh, dear. Well, that was a problem. That's definitely a problem. So now, armor-piercing anti-infantry versus armor-piercing anti-infantry. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. But there is the anti-large anti-infantry coming in as well. Sorry, anti-large armor-piercing coming in as well. So you don't really want to be fighting that. So the Bastildon is going to try and move away. And a weird benefit of fighting a Tomb Scorpion here is the Tomb Scorpion is going to keep charging, and it will actually push the Bastildon away because he's got such amorous attacks. Look at him. Just look at that. Look at the distance he just made. It's lovely. He's getting so far away from the Tomb Guard now. So that's kind of nice. And more units are starting to return in the interim. So now the Bastildon turning around to try and face the Tomb Scorpion again. Some missiles still flying off and hitting these Tomb Guard, which I think is pretty nice. Nice little bonus. Nice he's got the little javelins as well as the big gun. You know, pretty damn cool. You can see here the Tomb Guard are at critical binding, which is excellent. So Skink Skirmishers running in, do what they can. And this Tomb Scorpion has been suffering quite a lot of damage in the Bastildon. He's actually doing pretty well, isn't he? Look at him, he's crumbling. It's amazing. Oh, no he's not. Never mind. So, more Saurus Warriors coming from behind, and now Skinks coming in here, using their poison missile attacks to help poison these guys, which is pretty great. So Bastilladon now chasing a little bit, wants to get a nice shot in here, and he does. So 10 and 7 melee attack and defense, which is nothing. That's pathetic. And Tomb Guard are crumbling too. So those two units are crumbling, but sadly, these Spearmen are not. These Spearmen are actually keeping all of these guys in the fight. Those ruddy Spearmen. So anyway, over here, Tomb Scorpion not crumbling anymore, but those Tomb Guard are very, very quickly, which is excellent. But Skinks are gone. Saurus Warriors are shattered now. They've broken again. Those Skink Skirmishers have shattered. So it's basically just the Bastilladon left, and this one wavering unit Saurus Warriors that's trying to chase down these Skeleton Spearmen. So a bit of a problem. You know, the Tomb Guard, they are crumbling, sure, but they're still doing damage as they crumble. And they do have the armor piercing, they do have the anti-large. They will be doing some damage to this Bastilladon. See the Tomb Scorpion super injured at this point, only 1,000 health compared to 2,000 for the Bastilladon. So Bastilladon does have the health advantage, but there's an extra 100 weapon strength on the Tomb Scorpion. And yeah, better combat stats generally. An extra sort of 10 either side, it's pretty bad. So, not ideal. Now the Bastildon is wavering, despite the fact both of what he's fighting is crumbling. It's all crumbling. It is all crumbling, but he's wavering. And he just got... yeah, he just took a couple of bad hits there. Tomb Scorpion took 1-2, though. And now the Skink Skirmishers are running in once more. Tomb Guard almost had it, but the Bastildon's broken. The Bastildon is broken. Oh god, don't break. No one else break. No one else break, guys. No one's allowed to break. Tomb Scorpion, 500 health. And, okay, that's it for the Tomb Guard. That's something. Tomb Scorpion still crumbling, but he's chasing, and that's really bad. That is really bad. If he can chase this Bastilodon off, then these guys are just going to break immediately to terror. But it looks like he's just going to go and try and terrorfly them straight away. Looks like he's just going over there, which means it will give the Bastildon time to recover. There's -6 leadership right now. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. -6 leadership. Be higher than -6. -4. Okay, it's going the right direction. And you can see very wisely the Saurus Warriors are booking it. They're just trying to run away. They do not want to be in range of the terror because this Tomb Scorpion is crumbling. He will crumble very soon. And the Bastildon is back. The Bastildon is back. And Tomb Scorpion is dead. So, Saurus Warriors don't have to worry about the terror anymore. Okay, that was one shot and then the Bastildon broke again. You have 5 leadership. Come on, why are you doing this to us? Why are you doing this to us? Come on, Bastildon. Come on, girl. 5 leadership. You can come back anytime. Okay, brilliant. She's back. Okay, fantastic. Saurus Warriors still trying to run away. Because, yep, as soon as they break, that's game. You know, Bastildon has pretty much had it. So, Bastildon, gonna turn around. Gonna turn around, but look at the range. Okay, you can barely see the line, but there's the line. That's the line of the range. Cannot reach here. So, Saurus Warriors are charging in to try and pin down these Skeleton Spearmen. And, alright, doing some damage. Doing a bit of damage there, which is good. Which is good. Bastildon almost in range. Okay, range is here, 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 and in range. So, gonna fire. Gonna fire. And... shattered the Saurus Warriors, huh? Yeah, it hit the Saurus Warriors. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, so crumbling unit Spearman versus panicking Bastilodon. That's now out of ammunition. Okay, that's tough. So, okay, Skeleton Spearman now did get hit, but nothing can capitalize on that debuff. So now, wavering Bastilodon against crumbling Spearman. Everything else is shattered, guys. There's nothing else here. There is nothing else. It's just these two. So, yeah. I mean... should we flip a coin? Is that what we do here? Is that what we do? I mean, they're not going to break, right? You know, army here. Army losses, probably not going to happen anytime soon. Balance power is pretty damn even. Alright, this is good. Winning decisively. So she is getting a leadership debuff, but now she's on -8 again. Okay, stop it. Stop it. Okay, still 1,000 health on the Spearman. Not doing much damage to him. Okay, 8 leadership. She's wavering. They're still crumbling. 11 leadership. Just still wavering, though. Come on, you're winning this so well. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm proud of you, girl. I'm proud of you. Yes. Do you want to scratch behind the ear? Do dinosaurs have ears? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Pyrrhic victory. Insane. Absolute insane game. I think both players, the odd mistake there, but just hugely entertaining. I mean, just that ending alone, it was so hard fought by both of them. And I think it's just amazingly commendable that they fought, you know, they stuck in there right down to the wire, try and make every little bit of army they had left count. And that was absolutely wonderful to see. I think it's absolutely superb. So I love this. Optimus Pine, thank you for sending this in. It was an absolute pleasure. Just seeing that Bastilodon just win the day was absolutely priceless. You know, seeing Krotgar just bullseye Arcan the Black with the Hand of the Gods there serves Arcan right. You know, he's a cocky little sod, isn't he? So I think it's wonderful just to see him get blasted like that. There's some great moments. So, but yeah, it's all that Bastilodon. Really just did everyone proud there. Oh, good girl. I mean, no one was there to see it. No one was there to see it. Which is sort of sad. But, I guess the desert's safe again. Except there is a very sad, lonely dinosaur plodding about in it. Apart from that, you know, it's a very lonely place. So yeah, guys, enough about dinosaurs and them being all alone now. I feel really bad for the Bastilodon now, can I just say? Everyone else ran away, but she was there right at the end. Hopefully someone will find her and give us some, you know, lettuce or something. I don't know what dinosaurs eat. Anyway, I'm rambling now, aren't I? Guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.